Welcome back. Now in this video tutorial we will see this respiration in plants. Okay, so respiration in plants, you see there is no specialized organ like this lungs or trachea or alveoli. This type of things are not present in the plant. Then what is present, and what are the various organs, or you can say what are the various agencies through which respiration is carried out in plants. So in plants, the respiration which is carried, each and every cell is participating in this process of respiration, or may participate, but at certain places it is more significant, and the process of respiration is this simple diffusion process. Okay, so respiration process is quite significant in plant. This leaves. In leaves you will find the small stomata, and through stomata, stomata, it is present mostly on the abaxial portions, this back side of the leaf. Through leaves and young stem. In higher plants, respiration mainly take place through leaves. The gases enter and exit the plant through stomata. So stomata helps in the gaseous exchange, and when plant has to make photosynthesis or do photosynthesis, has to make food, at that time stomata opens and it traps, it gets carbon dioxide and release this and loss of water also take place through stomata. Each stomatal pore is bordered by a pair of kidney-shaped guard cells. The opening and closing of the stomata depend on the changes of the turgid pressure of these guard cells. So, guard cells actually, when it becomes turgid, guard cells open and gaseous exchange could take place. So, respiration in it is quite witnessed that respiration in leaves occurs during the day as well as night, but daytime what you find that since the photosynthesis is carried out, so the daytime exchange of the gases is at a very fast rate as compared to night. Okay, so at night there is no photosynthesis but only respiration take place, so only carbon dioxide is released in plant. But in daytime what you find, the net release from the plant is oxygen. Okay, so respiration process gives out this carbon dioxide, but the carbon dioxide that is released in the process of respiration of the plant, it is taken up by plant for photosynthesis. So therefore in daytime, during daytime, the rate of photosynthesis is much more than the rate of respiration. In daytime, the total carbon dioxide produced during respiration is used by the plant in photosynthesis. Thus, carbon dioxide is not released in the environment. Now, through the root hair, respiration also takes place through roots. Root hairs are present on the surface of the young roots. Their surface is permeable to the metabolic gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. So oxygen is present in between the soil particles, diffuses into the roots through root hair and reaches the other cell of the roots. Carbon dioxide produced by the root cells also move out from the root hair in water-logging condition. Oxygen is not available to the roots for the aerobic respiration. Thus, they respire anaerobically and produce alcoholic products, due to which the plants may die or wither out. Now, through lenticels, other roots and stem surfaces are impermeable to gases because they do not have stomata. They have tiny openings on their surface or bark called lenticels. Lenticels contains a mass of loosely arranged complementary cells that have intercellular spaces that take part in the exchange of gases. So lenticels are, you see it is shown in the diagram, lenticel in stem, root respire through root hair, and leaves respire through stomata. So in these three diagrams you can easily find what is there and where these things are present. Respiration and photosynthesis, they are actually the reverse processes. So in this differences between the photosynthesis and respiration is shown in this diagram. You see the processes are just reverse. because the photosynthesis is what? It is anabolic process, whereas the respiration is a catabolic process. Energy which is required, it is an endergonic process. So this in photosynthesis energy is taken up, whereas this respiration, it is the energy releasing process. Okay, and time, this photosynthesis occurs during the daytime and respiration occurs all the time. This occurs in the plant cell having chloroplast and occurs in all living cells. Respiration occurs in all living cells. So the comparative study you can easily do. Here in the table is shown to you. Now you see the respiration in animals. In animals, the type of respiration in animals, diffusion. By diffusion process, respiration happens in amoeba and paramecium. Okay, so exchange of gases take place through their general body surface by the process of diffusion. Cutaneous respiration. Another type is cutaneous respiration in animal living in the semi-aquatic environment like earthworm and leech. Gaseous exchange occurs through moist skin. Such a type of respiration is called cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous respiration, you can see that it is in earthworm, it is quite witnessed, and this is what cutaneous respiration. After that, what is branchial respiration? Branchial respiration in aquatic animals like fishes, prawns, crabs. Exchange of the gases occurs through special respiratory organs called gills. The gills can separate oxygen from water and make it available for the organism. Respiration with the gills, it is called brachial respiration. Respiration with the gills is called brachial respiration, remember. After that, what is tracheal? The next is tracheal respiration. Tracheal in insects like grasshopper, cockroach and housefly, there are tiny holes on their body for the exchange of gases. These holes lead to a network of tubes called trachea, which finally penetrate into the body tissues. This type of respiration is formed as termed as tracheal respiration. And now this last type of respiration, it is the pulmonary respiration. In large terrestrial organisms like birds, reptiles, mammals, respiratory organs are lungs. This type of respiration is called pulmonary respiration. The gases exchanged through lungs are carried to each and every cell of the body through transported fluid called blood. So it is the pulmonary respiration. After that, in this segment, some special respiratory organs. Book lungs is found. It is the respiratory organ of scorpions and spiders, arthropods. So they are actually book lungs. 4 pair of book lungs are present in scorpions. So the different organisms and their respiratory organs are also different. So book lung is concerned with scorpions and spider. Book gills are respiratory organs of limulus, king crab. Pulmonary sac are respiratory organ of snail, pila. So there are after that, the lateral gill slits in few bony fishes, for example labio, katla, mistus. 4 gills are laterally found on each side of the head and generally remain covered by operculum. Each gill have several gill filaments. Water is taken by the mouth into this buccopharyngeal cavity and move out of the operculum. You see in the this diagram in which the fish actually you see this water enters through the mouth and water goes inside, and at the gill site water oxygen which is dissolved in the water, it is taken up, and this spent water is thrown out of out of the body through gills. So this is the process how the aquatic organisms like fishes, they respire. Okay, so after that, in the upcoming segment we will see the respiration in human being.